Hello, Tina.
Hello, Miss Chantel.
Hello. I am so happy to have this interview today and this opportunity to introduce Tina Meyer to our community and extended community. Tina Meyer is a RAC board director. She serves as recording secretary and also our vice president. She's also a professional reflexologist with the Reflexology Association of California. And I'm really, really excited to be with you today and introduce you to people who maybe don't know you as well as I do.
Oh, thank you. I'm very excited to be here too, and
Yeah.
looking forward to sharing what I can share.
Awesome. Awesome. So let's start at the beginning. Where are you from originally?
I was born in Santa Monica, California, but at the age of 9 months, my parents, along with my older brother and sister, we moved to the San Fernando Valley, which is where I grew up and went all the way through school and all of that. I am now residing in beautiful Thousand Oaks, California, so I didn't really move too far away from home. I do have a lot of experience though, and have lived in Switzerland. So my dear sweet sister, who unfortunately is no longer with us, she lived in Switzerland for over 40 years. So it gave me a great opportunity to live there many times and really explore beautiful Switzerland. So when you ask me where I'm from, I always feel like that's part of me also. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
So tell us a little bit about reflexology for you. How did you find reflexology? How did you find reflexology and what made it so you wanted to become a practitioner?
Well, way back when, I started my first love was massage therapy. So I became a massage therapist in 1995. And with that, I started shortly thereafter, I started teaching at a local massage school here. And I met a dear, sweet friend of mine. Some of you may actually know her. Her name is Dusty Antos. And Dusty and I started out just trading services. So I would give her a massage because at the time that's all I knew. I gave her my special massage, and then she would come here and she would trade with her reflexology. So that's how I got introduced to reflexology. And then several years later, she came to me and said, we've been doing these trades for so long, and my reflexologist just retired. Why don't you pay a little more attention to what I'm doing, and I will guide you and teach you. So she basically taught me the basics, like a basic class, really, here in my beautiful massage room. So that's how I got introduced to and how I started to learn about reflexology. Then in about 2016, 15, 16 maybe, she said that she was going to be retiring and she said, I'd love to pass some of my clients on to you, but you should probably get certified first. And it just happened to be perfect timing perhaps, just the way the universe works, to where Bill Floco had just introduced his classes. And I missed the first weekend, but because of my experience, because of the fact that I know Dusty and the fact that I'd been doing massage for so many years, Bill said, you know what, come into the class. We're going to sit you up with Lisa Chen and get you caught up. And then basically, as they say, the rest is history. So again, I think that was in 2015 through 16. And then I just loved it. I just, everything about it. I loved the class. I love the teachers. I still have dear friends from my original core class that I took. And then I took so many classes, just as we all do. It's like something new. It's like, oh, I just want to eat everything up. So I just took class after class. I became nationally board certified through ARCB somewhere around that time, 16 or 17. And then I was approached by RAC to perhaps come on board. So I'd already been a member with RAC I think I joined up in 2017. as a RAC board member. And then I'm also involved with Bill Floco and his World Reflexology Association. So I serve on that board also. So then let's see. I just, it was nice because I already had a clientele with my past, current massage clients. So some of them made the switch and they were experiencing reflexology. And then I just started building my own reflexology clientele because I'm on the RAC website and I'm on the ARCB website. So I was getting calls from there and then just word of mouth and so on and so forth. So the question gets asked of me, like, do you do more of massage? Do you do more of reflexology? And honestly, it's a balance. Some weeks I'm doing more of one and less of the other, or equal. It just it's a good balance. So, and I have combined the two. I do a massage reflexology combo, which I think works really well. I was just explaining to a new client yesterday, massage client, pumping my reflexology, saying, it's nice. Like in his case, he had lower back issues. And I said, if I would have done a full reflexology with massage, I'd put you on my table and do reflexology first, working specifically on your lower back. So then by the time I get to the massage, half my work's already done. So
Beautiful.
that's kind of how I meld the two together well.
Very amazing.
Yeah.
So cool. I'm just realizing, we work together and talk all the time, but like this, I don't know these things. So this is
Oh,
really exciting.
cool.
You mentioned the ARCB. So for anybody who might watch this that doesn't know what that stands for, that's the American Reflexology Certification Board. And then you also mentioned Bill Floco, who has the
World
the
Reflexology Foundation.
World Reflexology Foundation, which so you also have continued to work with Bill to this day. Do you
I
want to talk
have.
about WRF a little bit?
Sure. I actually just got a little verklempt because Bill Floco is so amazing, and it's such an honor, a true honor to be in his presence. Actually, this weekend will be our in-person WRF retreat, World Reflexology Foundation retreat. So I get to spend 3 days with him, and it's a true joy. Like I said, it's a joy and a complete honor. And World Reflexology Foundation it's a nonprofit and it's oh, there's a fancy word, non-educational. So we don't teach. It's just purely everything that we do is for free. I have to cover
Hmm.
my eyes because, like I said, I got a little verklempt with him.
Yes.
And it's a great organization also just to get we focus on self-care reflexology. So a lot of our self-care, self-help. So our videos and our workshops are based on self-help. So we put together videos and then you can reflex along with us.
Yeah, and I've been to them before, and it's so good for already the reflexologist, practicing reflexologist, the student, but then also just somebody who knows nothing about reflexology. It's so easily broken down. It's so well organized. It's
Yeah.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've been getting good feedback because the retreat's coming up. I was just looking at some paperwork and we're getting, feedback from our workshops and it's great feedback, everybody's loving it and stuff. So come on in next time.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. The feedback is love. We love it.
We love it, exactly.
Yeah. And what about your practice? Is there something you focus on more than anything else? Do you have a certain type of clientele that you see more?
Not so much, I guess, because I work basically Monday or Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 5. So a lot of my clientele are more in the retiree age bracket, or entrepreneurs to where they have a looser schedule to where they can come to me within that time frame. And
Mhm.
my specialty is really, I've just always been just whatever is bothering you, you just come to me and we'll talk. And if you've got something going on, then I will address that as needed. So it's pretty much kind of always been the way that I work is just, whatever you bring to the table, so to say,
Yeah.
I'll do my best to work on that and get you back in good shape.
Yeah. We
Mhm.
really do attract like you're such I experience you as such a kind, loving, present human being that I think the clients and the practitioners that find each other are kind of in need of that very thing. So like beyond your reflexology, it's just you too. Like what you give is so beautiful in session. I can only imagine, I've never had a session with you, but just as a person,
Thank
I
you.
imagine that's a big part of what people receive. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel very blessed for what I've been able to do for close to 30 years. I've been doing this and I'm blessed with clients that have been with me for almost the whole time. Excuse me.
Wow.
I've
Yeah.
got a lot of long-standing, beautiful clients and it 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 it's a blessing. It's truly, I was just talking to somebody else in regards to what I do for a living, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful. I've never been, have had any kind of regrets.
Yeah.
I think we've all experienced our downtime, to where things are a little bit lean and all of that. And
Yeah.
then there's the crazy time when you've got so many, you don't know what to do with them. But ultimately, it's just been such an amazing career.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You mentioned teaching too. Do you like teaching more, giving more? Is there a happy in between? How do you navigate that in your life with teaching and
Uh,
giving?
I love teaching, and I just feel like it's just a way for me just to pass on my passion and my love for both massage and reflexology. It's amazing. I never thought, like, when I first started out this career path, I never in my wildest dreams thought, oh, I'm going to be a teacher, but it just kind of fell in my lap and I've never looked back, and I just took to it. I just love teaching. I love standing in front of a group of people.
Mm.
And for me, I know that I'm a teacher. I know that I was actually just talking to my last client in regards to the title, and that because nobody calls me Mrs. Meyer. Like I said, I don't think anybody in my life has ever called me Mrs. Meyer except for somebody at the grocery line, the
Yeah.
checkout count person. But my students do call me Miss Tina, and it's like she said, it's a respect title. It's them not just calling me Tina, but Miss Tina because it's a little bit above. But I end all my classes in a circle, and I always say, yes, I have the title of a teacher, but I'm one of you. I'm just you guys with a few more years of experience, and that's it. We're equal. It's just I have a little bit more experience and the ability to be able to teach you. And it's a great, I love it. I
Yeah.
just I love it. It gets me excited.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I-
And is there a self-care method or is there something that you impart to your clients that you maybe impart more than other times when you send somebody home after a session?
Yeah, with the self-care, the help reflexology, if they do have a specific something that's go lower back or sinus or headaches or something, I will show them the points that they can work on their hands, feet. Usually it's the hands and the ears because it's just easier, as we all know. I might print them out a diagram from a book. Believe I've showed them yours or Bill Floco's, just to show them where or a copy of a chart, excuse me, just
Mhm.
so they can see where the points are.
Yeah.
So sorry.
No, you
Um,
get some water.
so
I'm like,
yeah, I've got
need some
some right.
water. Okay,
I
good.
know, here's my water. Take a sip.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but so yeah, usually we'll send them home with some homework sometimes.
Yeah.
And I have those fun little, the little roly-poly rings. They've got, especially if they've got neck issues or sinus issues, I've got a bag of those in my rooms excuse me, in my room that I'll hand them out. But usually it's just the self-help reflexology,
Cool.
or just tell them, other things like just take care of yourself and
Yeah.
breathe.
Right.
Uh, do some yoga, go take a walk out in the sunshine and the grass, or just, you know, a quiet moment just where you sit for just five, take a 5 minute. Oh, we're all so busy. I can't take 5 minutes. You can take 5 minutes. You can take 5 minutes to go sit someplace quiet and just stare out at whatever it is that you're seeing. So
Absolutely.
yeah, as you both take big breaths.
Well, it goes such a long way just to like you said, just sitting quietly and I always think we really need each other. Like I need the reminder. Even now as I listen, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And I might say it for someone else all the time or teach it,
Oh,
but to hear
we
it, yeah.
we have the best advice for everybody out there, for everybody else. And
Yeah.
it's like sometimes we should just stand in front of a mirror and give us the same advice because I'm just like you.
That's
It's
hysterical. Yeah.
but I think that's just human nature. And as I've learned through meditation, it's all okay. We all do it. We can't beat
Absolutely.
ourselves up over something like that because
Yeah.
it's very common. And I think everybody that's listening can say, oh yeah, I do it. I do it too.
Yeah. What a humbling thing to say that we all, right, right. We're all in it together. We're all struggling. We're all, yeah, uplifting.
Exactly. 100%.
Oh my gosh. Well, Tina, um, is there
Mhm.
anything else you'd like to share? I'm going to put I'll put the WRF below,
Yeah, we appreciate that.
site and maybe your website. So I'll put some information about you below too, so people can reach
Awesome.
out. Yeah.
Thank you. And then the only thing I'm thinking about is we had talked previously, and we had talked about how I kind of am in a different shift or transition. Did you want me to talk about that?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so
Absolutely.
where I'm at right now is I had mentioned earlier that this is close to 30 years that I've been doing this and have had a great ride and everything. I'm very happily married, and my husband retired about 4 years ago. So my big joke to my clients is I'm fully retired and I'm working full time. So I've had to really, in the last 4 years, really work on getting the balance of pretty much slowing down a little bit. And, I want to be there. This is an exciting time for my husband and I. We've been traveling, and even something as simple as looking at him on a Tuesday and saying, hey, you want to go out to breakfast? It's Tuesday. It's not Saturday. Let's go to breakfast on a Tuesday. To me, that's retirement. That's the freedom to do things whenever you feel like it. So I still have a very full schedule with my beautiful clientele. I'm still working, I'm still getting new clients, but it's shifting. The way that I'm working is shifting. I think it was almost 2 years ago that I decided to start taking Mondays off, which I adhere to for the most part. Now, if I take and the holidays are coming up, so I just booked with a client, and I booked her on a Monday, and she goes, but that's her usual day off. And I said, yeah, but I'm taking so much time off with the holidays and some travel that I can accommodate. It's like I'm not going to be hardcore. No, I don't work on Mondays.
Yeah.
So I just kind of shift my schedule around that way. And it's working out good with I am slowing down,
Yeah.
but I'm still working, like I said, for me, it's still full time, it's still a lot. Like when I'm home,
Yeah.
I'm still working pretty much full time. And I like it. I'm liking where this whole transition is taking me. So, and even with teaching, I've kind of cut back on teaching. I kept reflexology, that's near and dear to my heart. And we're actually working with a specialty reflexology, more of a course than for the public, not just the massage school that I work at, and then continuing with the elective class that I teach. So
Yeah.
things are kind of shifting there too. But I like this transition. I like how this is all working out. So for those of you who might be in the same position to where you're thinking, gosh, I kind of want to slow down. I just don't know how to do it. Just know that it works out kind of naturally. It just kind of
Mm,
just put it out there, and it just kind of naturally uh, calms itself down.
yeah.
So, and I don't think I'll ever give up teaching and working. I don't think as of right now, I just can't see me like at 65 or 70 saying I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm no longer doing that. I just don't think that that's in my DNA. I think I'll continue doing this as long as I can.
It's so great, and I think it's such an important conversation that we have is that, like our trajectory through any field and what it looks
Mhm.
like to yeah occupy that new space where retirement is possible. And what you said, you were talking about like doing it, not quitting, not finish, always having it as part of your life. And I feel like that was one of the first things I learned in reflexology school is like the majority of reflexologists are often, well, often women, although there's men too,
Yeah.
of course, but that we do it till we die. It's very easeful on the body, so we don't have to stop. Yeah.
Mhm. No, not at all. It's very doable. It's very doable. And there's so many different, I love the fact that it's not just how it used to be back, even 20 years ago, where it was this kind of, we just had reflexology, hand, feet, ears, reflexology. Now we're getting into so many different aspects and so many different, I don't want to say modalities, but so many different specialties.
Yeah.
We're learning that, there's all the, you're working with aromatherapies and working with just the different categories, I guess you could say, with, you know, mental illness or with trauma like you do, and the specialties like that. I love the fact that it's really getting um specified, special
Yeah.
specialties. So I love that.
Oh, yeah, me too. I feel like, on the RAC board in particular, because we focus, the association focuses so much on education that we really have this opportunity to get to know these reflexology educators all over the world so we can
Yeah.
learn about, animal reflexology. We can learn
Yeah.
about, yeah, there's so much out there and so many gifted educators. Yeah.
Yeah. And I just I I think it's great. I just think it's great. I wish that I had that. It's like always, it's like, I want to do something like that. But then I realize, but I'm doing what I'm meant to do. It's like I do wish that something would come in and I could be this brilliant person that, is doing, the different case studies and stuff. But what I do
Is
is
brilliant.
so it's good.
It is a human is brilliant. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, Tina. This has been awesome.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to have share this time with you.
Absolutely. I'll see you very soon.
Yes, you will.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, my dear.